we are taking a break, but remember there is that Institute of Engineers of Kenya having a media briefing ahead of the convention to be held in Mombasa next week. That is what is happening right now. We're taking a break as we head towards that. My name is Victor Lo. Have a good morning. Bye-bye.
Discussion. It's also a time for you to have some time off this busy schedule. We've been working for the last 12 months, and therefore we are offering you opportunity to be able to interact, and more importantly, to enjoy the green and the clean beaches of Mombasa. So you can't afford to miss this as we have this discussion. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, let us please rise up as you join me in welcoming our chief guest, Engineer Joseph Mbogwa, who is our Principal Secretary in charge of roads, to give his keynote address. Welcome, Manakias.
Thank you very much, President. You may be seated. Leading from what our elder, Engineer Mwongera, did, I can assure you that whenever you go to preach in a place, you have to talk about those who have accompanied you. Yeah. Is it not so? Yeah. The first one is to bring the greetings of our Cabinet Secretary, whom I'm representing this morning. We have had a very long and tough weekend in the coast, and we are winding up the activities today. I had to fly in the evening with the last plane so that I can be here, because I was threatened by two tough ladies and the power of women. I'm supposed to be also in Parliament answering questions on the budget, but the two ladies, Engineer Ogai and Engineer Kawondo, also gave me huge threats that made me now reschedule my presentation to a later hour so that I can attend this auspicious launch. But I'm grateful for the push that they gave. That is the power of women. I'm sure in this room I have those affiliated with my State Department. Can they be upstanding? All those affiliated. Our chairman, EBK, is forgetting that. Oh, he's sweeping the ship. So I'm very grateful. Those are that's members of my family, and you may be seated. So when I'm talking, I have the power that allows me to do so. So like I have said, receive the greetings of my Cabinet Secretary, who would have been here this morning also as a guest. We had huge engagement. I didn't know whether he slept in Mombasa or was in Nairobi, but he told me, go ahead of me and do what is necessary. So I have his approval. The president and of this IEK, who is also my president, people ignore membership. But to be where I am, I had the recommendation of IEK. Because when you are told to give your affiliation, if they don't approve me, if they said I have not been giving my annual subscription, that would have been the end of me. So I thank you most sincerely for what you did. Our president, whenever he goes out, thanks people for what they did for him. So even me, when I'm standing here, I also want to thank the EBK and IEK for doing what they did in October and November. So thank you so much. The president of IEK, Eric Ohega, EBK chair, Engineer Mwongera, EBK registrar, Engineer Ogai, ASEC Council Chair, Patrick Wambura. We have also in our midst the various members of other boards, the chair and council members of ASEC, President AAK, CEO from state corporations who are with us this morning, the FIDIC Vice Chairperson, Engineer Mwangi, You know, when you look, I was looking at who has many badges in this. And I think our president is also threatened by the number of badges he will be sitting. IEK council members, IEK partners and stakeholders, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished guests present this morning, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to be part of this occasion as the institution launches the 30th IEK International Convention that is scheduled to be held at the coastal city of Mombasa from 14th to 17th November 2023. This is an event that will bring local and international voices together and to chart a way forward as we engineer a new world in the era of rapidly changing operating environment. Engineering involves the art and science of harnessing the resources of nature for the benefit of society, and as such, no point can delink engineering from any aspect of everyday living. Indeed, it is through engineering that the world has been transformed by innovations in energy supply, industrialization, development of critical infrastructure. Engineering professionals, therefore, play an integral role in shaping our interaction with the world. The decisions that engineers make on a day-to-day basis have a range of environmental, social, and economic impact. The construction of buildings, for example, consumes natural resources outside of the boundaries of what happens on site, including the energy, water, raw materials that go into the manufacturing of the construction materials. It is therefore imperative that engineers and related professionals continuously engage and caucus through the scientific congresses such as the upcoming convention to exchange ideas and knowledge towards sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, the technological changes in the engineering landscape and the accelerated adoption to artificial intelligence technology by different sectors in one area is one area that we cannot fail to take note of as a country. Technological advancement has changed the way humans communicate, interact, and work. Kenya needs to adapt this rapid technological advancement to find solutions to some of the presenting issues the country faces, including food security, affordable housing, inadequate health care system, and advanced effect of climate change. This year's convention themed Engineering a New World, therefore, provides a platform for dialogue on the ever-changing and emerging aspect of engineering with a focus on leveraging on technology to accelerate the transformation of our country. Ladies and gentlemen, the convention will also provide an opportunity for a discourse on the place and opportunities for Kenyan professionals in the region, the continent, and the world. Kenya subscribes to various global intercontinental development commitments such as SDGs, African Agenda 2063, East African Community, EAC, Protocols COP26, Agreement and African Continental Free Trade Agreement, ACFTA. Engineers are at the center of designing and implementing these development goals, which in our country have been crystallized with the government's bottom-up economic transformation agenda, the BETTER. With the hosting of the 18th World Council for Civil Engineering General Assembly during the convention, the profile of Kenya engineer will certainly be elevated. In conclusion, the State Department will continue to work together with key sector players to ensure that we collectively put in place measures that will help mitigate the emerging issues in the engineering sector. I wish to assure you all that the government through the ministry is committed to supporting the implementation of the proposed strategies that will come out as a resolution from this convention, and that we will ensure all engineers and other professionals are globally competitive. I thank the IEK President, Council members, and all stakeholders for the effort being made towards making this convention a success. I urge all sector players to support and attend the 30th IEK International Convention, follow through the discussions, and be part of change that we want to see in Kenya. It is now my humble pleasure and duty to launch the 30th IEK media campaign, officially launched. Lastly, I hope to see you all in Mombasa. Thank you, and may God bless you.
That was PS Engineer Joseph Mbogua, who is the PS State Department for Roads in the Ministry of Roads Department, during the launch of the IEK International Convention.